Vighnaharam Devam Sarva Vighna Vivarjitam Sarva Siddhi Pradadaram Vandeham Gananayakam. Now, we have to chant Madhyoli Gayatri. There are 2 Gayatris, 5 times. Before that, I will read out the benefits. Sri Amma has said this Madhyoli Gayatri can be chanted any time, any number of times. There is no ritualistic pattern involved in this, and anybody and everybody at all times you can chant. And this Gayatri chanting will give us immense benefits, and whatever you wish that to happen, chant this Gayatri, this will yield the result. And I will read out the benefits of this. May we know Madhyoli, we meditate upon the Atma Bala, the strength of the soul. May Shri Lakshmi activate us. This is about the first Gayatri. Second one also I will tell you. May we know Saraswati, we meditate upon Madhijwalama. May Shri Shiva activate us. These 2 Gayatri mantras, when chanted together, invoke the blessings of 3 Devis, Mahalakshmi, Mahakali, and Mahasaraswati, and the showering of the 3 Shaktis. Now, let me start with the Gayatri. 5 times we are going to chant. Please chant with me. Madhyoliyai Vidmahe Atma Balaya Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. The second Gayatri also I will stand. This Gayatri is the mantras are kept in a small slip for all the people who are sitting for the puja. You can take that, look at it and recite. So the second one, Saraswati ja vidmahe Madhijwalaya dhimahi Tanna Shiva Prachodayat. Let us chant the second time. Madhyoliyai vidmahe Atma Balaya Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Saraswatyai ja vidmahe Madhijwalaya dhimahi Tanna Shiva Prachodayat. Now the third time. Madhyoliyai vidmahe Atma Balaya dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Saraswatyai ja vidmahe Madhijwalaya dhimahi Tanna Shiva Prachodayat. Now the fourth time. Madhyoliyai vidmahe Atma Balaya dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Saraswatyai ja vidmahe Madhijwalaya dhimahi Tanna Shiva Prachodayat. So last time, that's the fifth time. Madhyoliyai vidmahe Atma Atmabhalaya Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayad Saraswatyai cha vidmahe Madhijwalaya dhimahi Tanna Shiva Prachodayad.
A few more announcements. As Sri Amma walks in, we ask that you kindly refrain from touching her. So she will be walking on the carpet along the aisle and through the center here, so please refrain from touching her. Thank you. And can we get people to move up forward? There's a lot of space here in the carpet. Please feel free to come and sit on this side as well. Thank you. We have Haranaya here, who would be saying a few words about Puja Sri Madhyoli Saraswati Amma. Go ahead, Ayya.
Namaskaram. How many of you here have never heard of Madhyoli Sri Saraswati? Show of hands. Okay? Here is your opportunity to find out who she is. First of all, let me take you on a space journey. You have to keep it modern times, right? Now, in this room, imagine your position. How big are you? How big is your mind? In this room, you are one among maybe 500 people. You're a tiny dot. And this room is a small part of the building. The building is a small part on the street. And the street is a tiny little line on the city of Toronto, on the map of Toronto. And if you look further, Toronto is a tiny speck in the country of Canada. Travel further, Canada is a small part of this tiny little blue marble we call our home. Travel further, we are a tiny little planet, not even the biggest in the solar system. And you travel further, the sun is one among trillions of them. So many of them are in our galaxy that it looks like milk has spilt. In the Milky Way, the sun is a tiny, tiny, tiny little speck. Now, you travel outside the galaxy, there are galaxies where the light has left them 200 million years ago and has just reached the Earth. The galaxy is not there, it's moved on. Those are the vast differences in space. If you analyze the word Rudra to its etymological roots, the fifth meaning is space. You are familiar with the other five: x squared, y squared, z squared, time and space. Go to a time before creation. What was there? Shastra says shunyata, vacuum, zilch, nothing. No attributes, no beginning, no middle, no end, no male, neither male nor female. primordial space. In this primordial space, even if you travel for 10 million years, at 10 million times the speed of light, will you ever reach an end to the space? No. That is Parabrahman. That is Shiva. Forget about the stories, forget about the book of Genesis and all the creation stories that you hear. Forget about it. Scientists will tell you 14.5 billion years ago, there was a primordial explosion, some say, and the universe blossomed from inside this seemingly empty void. So it should tell you that although the thing looked like emptiness, void, shunyata, it had the potential to manifest the universe. What was there before, without anything, is Purusha. After it is created, Prakriti. Now imagine the exercise I asked you to do. You are a speck of 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 a speck, maybe even smaller, in this universe. If that Parabrahman, that Shiva, takes a form so it can be identified on this planet with your 5 sense organs, with these 2 eyes, what do you attribute that to? Limitless compassion. That is why the Lalita Sahasranamam says Abhyaja Karunamurti. Abhyaja Karunamurti. This Prakriti is Shiva's consort, Parashakti. Shiva has no form. Okay. Dakshina Murti Sarubhini. What is on the right side? Dakshina is the right side. There is no form. If you look at the Dhyana Slokam for Shiva Panchakshara Stotram, Om Namah Shivaya, there is a line that goes Vamabhahe Vahandam Nanalankara Yuktam Parvati Spatika Maninivam Parvadisham Namami Parvati. On the right side, on the left side is the beautiful one. Vamavahe Vahandam Nanalankara Yuktam. She is decked up in all the finery. That is the Devi. This Devi has taken form on this planet. The Devi that you see here is Sri Akhilandeshwari of Jambukeshwaram, Thiruvanekkaval, one of the 5 Panchabhuta Stalas. Panchabhutam, Prithvi, solid state, Apaha, liquid state, Tejo, fire state, Vayuhu, plasma state, Akashaha, space. Out of this, Prithvi is Kanchipuram, Apaha is Jambukeshwaram, water. For many months of the year, that Shivalingam is covered over with water. And in one yuga, Devi actually performed puja to this Shivalingam, midday. To commemorate that, even to this day, midday puja is performed by the Gurukul, the priest there, dressed up as a woman. There was this couple, Sri Ramachandran and Jayalakshmi. They had a child. The older child was called Saraswati. When she was 16 years old, Sri Paramacharya, the sage, venerable sage of Kanchipuram, if anybody else had said it, we may have taken with a pinch of salt. But he said, Akhilandeshwari. What she did was, she went before him, and he was looking at her. She took some flowers from a basket and put it on her head, and asked him, don't you know who I am? He looked at her and immediately announced that this was Akhilandeshwari, who had taken birth on this planet. That is that deity. Sri Amma is deceptively simple. Please don't forget that the Devi has a name, Mahamaya. If you are not alert, she'll pull the wool over your eyes. She is deceptively simple. She walks among people. I used to say this before too. The word Emmanuel means God among men in the Bible. Literally, the Devi is among you right now. So how do you get her blessings? If you think of her, that's enough. She always says, if you have a problem, even though she's thousands of miles away, write down the problem. And if you look down those people who are going to do puja, you will find a picture, a photograph of her feet. Place it in front of her and tell her the problem in your mind and forget about it. You will find automatically the problem is solved. That is how she functions. There is no show. There is no ostentatious exhibition of whatever that she does. All that she does is done anonymously, almost anonymously, with a dedicated group of volunteers all over the world. There are people in India, people in California, people in Florida, people in Texas, people in New Jersey, where she has chapters of her mission, which is called Nandalala Seva Samiti Trust, which was established 25 years ago as Nandalala Sirvar Sangam Children's Club. And now it has evolved into a multifaceted, multi-faced organization that is performing incredible services all over. Sri Amma is an extraordinary author. She has written over 60 books in simple and penetrating Tamil. Efforts are underway to translate some of them. I am always very leery of the word translation. How do you translate words like Ara, Amude, Alavila, Pammane? How? How can you translate Ara, Amude? So the translations, invariably you will lose at least 50 to 60% of what was intended. She has over 60 books. Most of them are there outside. If you want them, you can take one or two of them and read them. Unfortunately, they are, fortunately for us and unfortunately for the others, it is in Tamil. Sri Amma has established many things through this Nandalala Seva Samiti Trust. She has a dialysis center in Chennai with so many, 9 machines that perform this great service of dialysis for the poor, for the underprivileged. Amma does not like the word poor, the underprivileged. Also, she has something called Balakrishna Trust that gives well over 25,000 children a glass of nutritious milk and some food every day. Imagine, in Trivandrum, in Hyderabad, in Chennai, in Bangalore, in Delhi, this is going on. By design, she does not have a telephone or a car in Chennai. As it is, she has very little rest. Any time of the day, people are always showing up at her place, trying to tell her their problems. When she is going to walk in today, this puja, Sri Rajarajeswari will be speaking after me. She will tell you what this puja is about. And when the Deepa Puja time comes, I will tell you very simple instructions as to what to do. Okay. Sri Amma has many other facets. She's an expert in the art of tanjore painting. She's a painter. She plays the veena. She was a musician. And some of her works also include those talented, because she knows the value of fine arts. If there are children who are from underprivileged backgrounds who cannot afford the fine arts like music, dance, vocal, flute, mridangam, she pays for them. And if a child shows extraordinary talent in their studies, she will pay. And if they are not able to pay for themselves, she will pay their college, she will pay their tuition and all the other expenses. So these are some of the services that Sri Amma is making. If you have a problem, like I told you, write it down on a piece of paper and put it in front of her. Just trust me on this. See whether it works or not. If it works, you can find me in the Rajarajeswari Temple. If it doesn't work also, you can find me in the Rajarajeswari Temple. Okay? Very simply, she is divinity incarnate among us. Just because she walks around and jokes sometimes, she has a wicked sense of humor. Occasionally, she will give you a tiny glimpse of who she is. One day I asked her, Amma, why can't I see your full form? She said, Ippa vendam, not now. If you see it now, you won't be able to bear it. Very simple ways she does things. And these things have helped thousands of people. They have strengthened their faith. And she will do it. She won't wait for CNN cameras to come or, TV1 cameras to TVI cameras, Tamil1 cameras to come and take. The miracles that Amma makes are inside. She will bring about a change in your whole personality, slowly. Okay? So, I hope you understand the entity that we are dealing with. Abhyaja Karunamurtir Ajnana Dvanda Deepika. Next line. Abhyaja Karunamurtir. Even she does not know why she is so compassionate. And the next line, the Vagdevatas say, Ajnana Dvanda Deepika. She is the one who dispels the darkness that is inside of you. Deepam Deepika. That's what you are going to do as puja today. Okay? Thank you. I like the silence you're maintaining. This is very nice. This is the way it should be when the Devi walks in. 99.9% of the people, what do they do when they go to the if you get an opportunity? Who is this Devi? Lalita Parameshwari, the Emperor Supreme, has two assistants. One is the Prime Minister, Mandrani. She is the one who resides in Madurai as Madurai Meenakshi, Raja Shyamala, Lagu Shyamala. The other one is Varahi, Lakshmi, the form of Lakshmi. And Varahi resides in Jambukeshwaram as Akhilandeshwari. So what is the puja you are going to do today? The puja is Deepa Puja. Lakshmi. And Lakshmi herself is going to preside over the puja. So how lucky can you be? There are thousands of miracles that she has performed without anybody knowing. And these miracles only now we find because of the diligence of a devotee called Prema, Dhyaneshwaran. She is the one who wrote a little booklet detailing some of the miracles. And then there was somebody called Thillainagan, a gentleman by the name of Natarajan, who used to write articles and stories in Kalemahal magazine. He is no more. He has also recorded some of her little antiques and written stories about them. Unfortunately, both of them are in Tamil, but there are 4 volumes of a book. Extracts have been taken from many other sources and recorded. This is called Pranamambyagam, Volume 1, Volume 2, 3 and 4. All of them are worth their weight in gold. If you do a Google on Nandalala Mission Trust and go to the section on publications, you can order those books online. Believe me, they are worth having and worth reading. There was an extraordinary artist by the name of Shilpi. People who are slightly older will remember Shilpi's drawings. Any Kalki Deepavali Malar, Ananda Vikatan, Kalemahal Deepavali Malar, you will find he has drawn the Sannidhis all the way from Kanyakumari to Nepal. Talented artist. I think Sri Amma is about to arrive. So if you will please pardon me.
A kind reminder, if you are on the waiting list, can you please go see the registration desk so that you can get yourself seated for the puja. Thank you. We will have Mrs. Raji Hariharan here, who's going to explain to us what today's puja is all about. Thank you.
Jai Nandalala. I'm Raji Hariharan, and I consider myself extremely fortunate to be one of Sri Amma's devotees. And with her guidance, I've had the opportunity to participate as well as involved in certain Nandalala activities in a few centers. I would like to begin this auspicious occasion with a prayer. Deepa Devi Mahadevi Shubham Bhavatu Me Sada Yavat Puja Samaptihi Tavatvam Prajwala Sustira Bhava. Today, we are all gathered here to participate in the Vizhaku Puja, the divine presence of Puja Sri Madhyoliyar Saraswati, whom we fondly call Sri Amma. Sri Amma is the founder president of the Nandalala Seva Samiti Trust in Chennai. As her name indicates, she is Mati Oli. Mati is mind, and Oli is the spark of light. So when put together, she enlightens our mind. And it is highly appropriate that we are having this Vizhaku Puja in the presence of Sri Madhyoli Amma. She is here to enlighten us, broaden our vision, light up our lives with her radiance. So let us all put ourselves in a meditative mood and try to imbibe the divine light. Lamb worship has been going on for ages. We have been worshipping the lamb as Shakti, and it is customary for us to invoke Shakti into the sacred lamb and worship it. All rituals connected with the worship is done sincerely and with a pure heart. We think of Ambal and recite her holy name. No event in our life is ever complete without the lighting of the lamp. It is customary for us to light the lamp in the morning and the evening in our homes and meditate upon it. We also light lamps in the temple on auspicious days. In the Nandalala temple at Chennai, a minimum of 108 lamps are lit every Friday for the welfare of the community, and we call this the Deepamala. Lighting lamps is one of the chief features of temple worship in Kerala, the southern state of India. In most temples in Kerala, electric bulbs are not used inside the temple. The sanctum sanctorum of all the temples, like the Chotanikara temple and the Guruvayur temple, to name a few, are decorated with oil lamps, and the murtis are seen and worshipped in their natural glow. At the time of the Deeparadhana, it's an absolutely wonderful sight to see the Lord in his natural glow with just the lights around him. In the Sri Padmanabha temple in Trivandrum, there is an event which takes place every 5 years called the Lakshadibam, where 1 lakh lamps are lit in and around the temple. The people who attend this also get a chance to light these lamps. Light is the embodiment of many things. Light dispels darkness. Light is knowledge. as it removes ignorance. Light is light, light is love, and light is Sri Amma's grace. In the book Deepa Varipadu, compiled by Sri Amma, she talks about the benefits of lighting a lamp in a particular direction. When you light the lamp and the light faces east, all the troubles disappear and wealth increases. If the light faces west, the debt problems reduce. If the light faces the north, it improves employment and educational opportunities, while the northeast will encourage us to be more charitable. If you light the lamp and the lamp faces the southeast, children will improve their studies, and the northwest facing light will improve ties between siblings. The light must never face south, as it can cause many problems that are undesirable. These are some of the useful tips that we read in the book. This book can be found at our bookstore outside for all those who are interested. Today, we are going to perform the Vizhaku Puja. It's not the lighting of one lamp, but the lighting of many lamps. Vizhaku in Tamil means to elucidate. It also means to clean. Another meaning of Vizhaku is to brighten up. When the sun rises dispelling darkness, we can clearly see the objects that are around us. But when we take in the light inside, our inner self brightens up and we can see the light of wisdom slowly beginning to dawn. It is this knowledge that light is divine, and finding that light within us, that is the main objective of this lamp worship. The significance of lamp worship is nothing but the worshipping of the inner light. And when a group of people as large as this come together and perform this puja with devotion and a pure heart, they obtain a lot of benefits, including the spiritual awakening. It's not only the participants of the puja who receive these benefits, but all those who assist and witness this puja are also benefiting from this. So today, when all the lamps are lit in front of Sri Amma and we perform this puja, it is assured that we will all be blessed with the light of knowledge and peace. Thank you, and Jai Nandalala.
Savitri Amma, Srimati Savitri, please come up. Mani sir and Savitri Amma, please come up. And Deepa Muthu Krishna. The volunteers are still in the process of lighting up the lamps. If you are seated, please take a look in front of you. You will find there is a banana leaf. It is sitting on a rangoli, on a kolam. On the banana leaf, you will find two small containers. You have to unscrew them. One contains kukumam The other one contains chandanam. You will be using this when I ask you to during the puja. There is also a small packet of akshatas, rice yellowed with turmeric. Then you will find a couple of flowers and 2 more packs. One has black, one has gram chickpeas. The second one has sugar candy. If you look on the tray, there is an inverted betel nut, that is Ganapati. Keep that. And then there's the lamp. You will find that the lamp is facing to your left. If it is facing you, please face that way because this is south. Okay. If you can sit up straight, take a deep breath. You can chant Omkaram with me once, Surubi. If there is anybody in the waiting list, this is your last chance to come and sit for the puja. If there is anybody who wants to come and sit, there are some places vacant. அடியவர்கள் யாராவது பூஜை செய்ய விரும்பினால் இன்னும் சில இடங்கள் காலியாக இருக்கின்றன. உங்களுடைய பெயரை காரியாலயத்திலே கொடுத்துவிட்டு இங்கே வந்த அமருங்கள். Sit up straight, take a deep breath. That's all you can manage? Come on, not enough volume. Why is it that you feel ashamed to chant God's name? Chant with me. Oh. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om எடுத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கோ. கையில 2 பேரும் 3 பேரும் 4 பேரும். Take some akshatas in your hand. In front of the lamp, you will find a small betel nut inverted with tilakam on it. That is Ganapati. Meditate on Ganapati in your heart, and after I finish the sloka, you can place it in front of him. Gajananam Bhudaganadisevitam Kavittajambo Palasaravakshitam Umasudam Sogavinajakaranam Namami Vigneshwara Padapangajam Namami Vigneshwara Padapangajam. Sri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Place the akshatas on the मूले तत्र स्थितो ब्रह्मा मध्ये मातृगणा स्मृताः कुक्षौ सागरा सर्वे सप्तद्वीपा वसुन्धरा ऋग्वेद यजुर्वेद सामवेद अभ्य अथर्वण अङ्गैश्च सहिता सर्वे कलसान्तु समाश्रिताः आयान्तु श्रीदेवी पूजार्थं दुर्दक्षेकारका गंगे च यमुने शैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदा सिंधु कावेरी जले अस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु अं आं इं ईं ॐ ॐ ऋं ऋं लुं लुं ऐं ऐं ॐ औं अं अं ॐ ह्रीं द्रां दत्तात्रेय हरे कृष्णा उन्मत्तानन्ददायक दिगंबर मुने बालविदाचज्ञानसागराद्रां ह्रीं ॐ दत्तात्रेयाय नमः अखंडैकरसानंदकरे परसुदात्मनि स्वच्छंद स्मरणामत्रनिदेहि प्रणायिगे अकुलस्तामृताकारे सुप्तज्ञानकरे परे अमृतत्वं निदेहि अस्मिन् वस्तुनि क्लिन्नरूपिणि ऐं वदवदवाग्वादिनि ऐं क्लीं क्लिन्ने क्लेदिनि क्लेदय महाक्षोभं कुरु कुरु क्लीं विस्सौं सौं ॐ पुण्यं जुहोमि स्वाहा पापं जुहोमि स्वाहा कृत्यं जुहोमि स्वाहा कृत्यं जुहोमि स्वाहा संकल्पं जुहोमि स्वाहा विकल्पं जुहोमि स्वाहा धर्मं जुहोमि स्वाहा अधर्मं जुहोमि स्वाहा इद प्राणबुद्धिदेह धर्माधिकारः जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्ति अवस्थासु मनसा वाचा कर्मणा हस्ताभ्यां पद्भ्याम् उदरेण शिष्णाय स्मृतं यतुक्तं यत्कृतं तत्सर्वं ब्रह्मार्पणं भवतु स्वाहा पूजा उपकरणानि द्रव्यानि आत्मानञ्जतं प्रोक्षय ஜலத்துல கொஞ்சத்தை கையில எடுத்து புரோக்ஷணம் பண்ணிக்கொள்ளுங்கோ. ஹரி ஓம் ஸ்ரீ குருப்யோ நமஹ. ஹரி ஓம் ஸ்ரீதேவ்யை நமஹ. கொஞ்சம் அக்ஷத கையில் எடுத்துக்கொள்ளுங்க. Take a few pieces of akshata in your hand. Place it on your left hand. இடது கையிலே வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். வல கையால மூடுங்கோ. வலது முழந்தாள் மேல வைக்க வேணும். வலப்பக்கம், ரைட் சைடு, கரெக்ட். இடது கை கீழே, வலது கை மேல, வலது முழந்தாள் மேல. Put it on your left hand, cover it with your right hand, place it on your right knee. Om Subhe Sovana Muhurte Adhya Brahmana Dvitiya Pararte Sweta Varaha Kalpe Vaivasvada Manuvantare Ashtavikun Saditame Kali Yuge Pratame Pade Krauncha Dvipe Veror Uttaraparsave Saliva Galasakapte Asminne Vartamane Vyavakarige Prabhavadi Sakti Samvatsaranam Madhye Chandramanena Amerikanamagante Toronto Tirinama Kshetre Nayagara Mahapunyanadidire Srimadaha Satyasai Paripurana Pitamantre Vijayanama Samvatsare Uttarayana Mahapunyakale Vasantaradau Meshamase Shuklavakshe Sudiyam Tidau Sanivasara Yuktayam Rohini Nakshatra Yuktayam Adhikanda Yogayam Balavakarnayam Subhayoga Subhakarana Evam Guna Viseshena Visishtayam Asyam Subhadirau Mamopata Samasta Duridakshayattvara Sri Akirandeshwari Varaprasada Siddhyartham Sri Parameshwara Parameshwari Paripurna Anugraha Siddhyartham. Now, chant your gotram, your nakshatram, your namam inside of you. Subhayoga Subhakarane Vanguna Vijayana Visishtayam Asyam Subhadirau Mamopata Samasta Durdakshatvara Sri Parameshwara Parameshwari Hridyardam Asmakam Maudgalya Gotra Udbhavasya Madhyoli Amba Namadesya Saraswati Amba Namadesya Uttarashada Nakshatra Jatayam Bhakta Kodikal Sishya Kodikal Saka Kudumbanam Mitra Kudumbanam Sakalanta Sakala Prabanja Sakala Jivatmana Subhakalyanartham Sarvavishta Siddhyartham Deepalakshmi Pujanam Karishye Tadangam Kalasa Pujanam Adhya Karishye. Put the rice in front of the lamp. ஒரு புஷ்பம் எடுத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கோ. பூஜை பண்றவா ஒரு புஷ்பம் எடுத்து இந்த 3 விரலாலையும் நெஞ்சில வச்சுக்கொள்ளுங்க. ஹரி ஓம் ஸ்ரீ குருப்யோ நமः ஸ்ரீ தேவ்யை நமः. எல்லாரும், all of you who can hear me, chant with me. Suryaya. Louder, this is not enough. Suryaya Chandraya Mangalaya Udaya Guru Shukra Saneswarabhya Raghave Etave Namaha Adityadi Navagraha Devadabhyo Namaha. Pushpata Vilakadiila podungo. Put the flower in front of the lamp. Now, Devi Avahanam is going to take place. Hari Om Sri Devyai Namaha. Padmasaram Padmakaram Padmamala Vibhushitam Ksheerasagara Sambhudam Shirnavarna Shiravarna Samaprabham Shirnavarna Samam Vastram Dadadam Harivallabam Bhavaye Bhakti Yogena Dive Manohare Varalakshmiyai Namaha Mahalakshmiyai Namaha Avahajami Om Sri Hrim Klim Aim Sau Om Hrim Sri Kaila Hrim Vasakara Hrim Sakara Hrim Sau Aim Klim Hrim Sri Hasraim Haskaravim Hasradau Mahavatmanandaste Karanananda Dipe Sarvabhuta Hidemanage Parameshwari Mahalakshmi Swarupadi Avahayami Avahidabhava Samsthabhidabhava Sannidhabhidabhava Sannidhi Bhava Sammukhi Bhava Avagundidabhava Suprithabhava Suprasannabhava Sumukhabhava Varadhabhava Prajeda Prajeda Devi Sarvajaganmata Yavat Puja Vajanakam Tavatvam Priti Bhavena Deepasthavane Swarna Vigrahe Sannidhi Guru Mahadevyai Namaha Hari Om Devatam Tottukolungo touch the lamp Avahayami Syajami Sampujayami Namaha. Take a little akshadas in your hand, middle finger and thumb. Can you manage that? Little bit with your middle finger and thumb. Anekaratnagalinam Shirajara Sandare Swarna Simhasanam Devi Sri Gurushwari Priye Mahalakshmi Namaha Asanam Samarpayami Namaha. Place the lamp, place at the base of the lamp, rise. அடுத்தது நீங்கள் ஜலம் Take a little bit more akshadas. Don't take a whole lot. That's why I said thumb and middle finger, whatever that comes. Gangadi Saridanidam Gandha Pushpa Sahandidam Padyam Nanami Devi Prajila Parameshwari Mahalakshmi Namaha Padayo Padyam Samarpayami. Jalam Mudungo, you're washing Devi's feet. Prasannam Sidaram Doyam Prasannamukhabangade Grigana Samanabdaya Garudatvadavallave Mahalakshmi Namaha Kalasodakena Mukhe Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Place few akshadas at the feet. Prasannam Sidaram Doyam Prasannamukhabangade Grihana Samanaya Garudatvadavallave Mahalakshmi Namaha Adyam Samarpayami. Take a little bit of akshadas in your hand. Mahalakshmi Mahadevi Madhvajyadali Samyudam Madhurvarkam Grihanevam Madhusudana Vallave Mahalakshmi Namaha Madhurvarkam Samarpayami. When I say Samarpayami, you can offer it to Amma's feet that you see right in front of you, which is conveniently placed at the base of the lamp. Vayodalikrudairyuktam Sankaramanu Samyudam Panjamridam Griganedam Varalakshmi Namostude Om Mahalakshmi Namaha. Ada Panchamrita Mantrasthanam Samarpayami. Offer the water at the base of the lamp as I am chanting the Panchamrita mantra. இதில் சபையில் இருக்கிறவர்களுக்கு மந்திரம் தெரிந்தால் என்னோடு சேர்ந்து சொல்ல வேண்டும், எனக்கு காது விட வேண்டும். பண்ணுவீங்களா? ஆபோகிஷ்டாமயோ புவஸ்தான பூர்யே ததாதன மகேரணாய ஜக்ஷதே யோகஸ்சிவகமோ ரசः தஸ்ய பாஜயதே நமः சதீவ மாதரः தஸ்மா அரங்கமாமகோ யஸ்ய க்ஷயாய ஜின்வக ஆபோஜனேவார்ஜனः சுத்தோதகஸ்நானம் சமர்ப்பயாமி. Offer a little akshata at the base. You can visualize that you are bathing the Devi. Apyayasvatsame vishwadasoma vrishiyam bhavavadasya sankare kshirena snavajami. Om dadikravarno akarisham jisnorasvasya vajinah Suravino Mukakarad Pranamaya Kumchitarigad Dandanasnapayami. Om Shukramati Jyotirasiddhe Jyotirdevo Vatsgunagatvachitrena Pavitrena Vaso Suryasya Rasnivihi Ajjena Snapayami. Om Madhuvadavudayate Madhuksharandi Sindavaha Matveirna Santoshadihi Madhunantam Utoshasi Madhunatparthivakam Rajaha Madhudhyaurastunapita Madhumanno Vanaspatir Madhumagam Astu Suryaha Madhvirgavo Bhavandunaha Madhu 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 Madhunasnavayami. Om Swadurvavasya Divyaya Janmane Swadurindraya Sukavidunamne Swadurmitraya Varunaya Vajave Brihaspataye Madhumagam Adapyah Sankaraya Snapayami. Om Ya Paninir Ya Apala Ya Pushpayascha Pushpini Brihaspatir Prasudastano Munjastavakam Hasaha Padodagena Snapayami. Om Jatavedase Sunavama Somamaradi Yado Nidahadi Vedaha Sanam Parishadadi Durgani Vishwanaveva Sindhum Duridadhyagnihi Tam Agnivarnam Tapasa Jvalantim Vairoshanim Karma Padesha Yushtam Durgam Devihum Charanamaham Pravatye Sutarasitarase Namaha Agne Tvam Parijanavyo Asman Swasti Virati Durgani Vishwa Ustavritvi Vadudana Urvi Bhavado Gaya Danayaya Tanyo Vishwanino Durgaha Jataveda Sindhanarava Duridadi Varshi Agne Aprivan Manasa Grinano Smagam Bodhya Vidadanuna Pradanadidagam Sakamanamukramagmigum Kuvema Paramasadastad Sharam Parishadadi Durgani Vishwakshamam Devo Adiduridadyagnihi Pratnoshikamedyo Atvareju Sanasrahotanabhyatsatatsi Swancha Adyedaduvam Viprayasvasnabhyanja Saubhagamaya Jasva Gopirjustramayido Nishiktam Davendra Vishnoranu Sancharema Nagasya Prishtamavni Sambhasano Vaishnavim Lokaihamadayandam Gauri Vimaya Salilani Takchatyekapati Tupatita Chatushpati Ashtavati Navavati Pavubhushi Sahasra Akshara Parame Vyomanne Om Katyayanaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durgi Prachodayad Om Kudakumari Vidmahe Mantrakodishu Dhimahi Tanna Kauli Prachodayad Mahadevyaschа Vidmahe Vishnupatyaischа Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayad Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Offer some rice, Amrita Abhishekostu, Kanaka Abhishekostu, हिरण्याभिषेकोऽस्तु सुवर्णाभिषेकोऽस्तु दिव्यमङ्गलाभिषेकोऽस्तु महाभिषेकोऽस्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् दिव्याम्बरयुगं सूक्ष्मं कञ्जुगं च मनोहरम् वरलक्ष्मी महादेवी गृहाणेदं मयार्पितम् महालक्ष्म्यै नमः वस्त्रयुग्मं समर्पयामि offer some akshadas at the base of the lamp माङ्गल्यमणि संयुक्तं मुक्ता विद्रुम संयुतं तत्तं मङ्गलसूत्रं च गृहाण हरिवल्लभे महालक्ष्म्यै नमः कंठसूत्रं समर्पयामि offer some akshadas रत्नताडङ्गकेयूरहार कङ्गणभूषेते रत्नताडङ्गकेयूर हार कङ्गणभूषिते भूषणानि महार्घाणि गृहाण करुणानिधे महालक्ष्म्यै नमः सर्वाभरणानि समर्पयामि if you listen carefully you will understand what she is wearing as ornaments navamani magutam chandrasakalam seemanta sindhuram tilakaratnam kalanjanam valiyugalam manikundala-yugalam nasabaranam adarayavakam prathama bhushanam. Married ladies who are doing puja, take some kukumam, offer it on your Tirumangalyam. That is Pradama Bhushanam. Pradama Bhushanam. Mahapadakam. Padakam. Kanagachintakam. Muktavalim. Ekavalim. Channaviram. Keyura Yugala Santushtayam. Vadayavalim. Urmikavalim. कांचितामा कटिसूत्रम सौभाग्यद्रव्यावरणम पादकटकम रत्ननूपुरम पादांगुलियकम ह्रीं आं एककरे पाशम क्रों क्रों अन्यकरे अंकुशम तम तम इतरकरे पुंडरीक्षुषाभम द्रां त्रीं क्लीं ब्लूं सह अपरकरे पंचपुष्पबाणान् समर्पयामि श्रीमन्माणिक्यपादुके समर्पयामि सकलाभरणदेवता सहित महाचक्रादिरोहणं समर्पयामि महादेव्यै नमः कर्पूरचन्दनोपेदम् कस्तूरी कुङ्कुमान्वितम् सर्वगन्धं गृहाणाद्य सर्वमङ्गलदायिनी महालक्ष्म्यै नमः दिव्यश्री चन्दनं समर्पयामि. Open the container, offer some chandanam on the lamp, at the base of the lamp and to Akka's feet. Chandana, agar, kunkuma, shanku, mrigamada, karpura, kasturi, gorojanadi, divyagandha, sarvangina vilepanam samarpayami. Mahadevyai namaha. Married ladies, if you didn't know, take the kumkumam, offer it at the place where the hair is parted, that is where Lakshmi is. இது முக்கியம் இல்லை, இதுவும் முக்கியம் தான், இது அதிலும் கூட முக்கியம். வகுட்டுல எப்பவும் குங்குமம் இருக்கணும், பார்த்த உடனே இது லக்ஷ்மி என்று தெரியணும் எங்களுக்கு. We should know as soon as we look at you that you are Lakshmi. Place it there. Okay. Chalijadan Chandravarnan Sri स्निग्धमौक्तिक सन्निभा अक्षदान् देवी कृष्णेश्वर पंकजाक्ष वल्लभे महालक्ष्म्यै नमः अक्षदान् समर्पयामि. Offer some akshadas at her feet. मंदार पारिदा पारिजाताब्जै केदयुक्पर पाडलै मल्लिका जाति बहुलै पुष्पस्त्वां पूज्याम्यहम्. महालक्ष्म्यै नमः पुष्पमालान् समर्पयामि. Offer flower if you have. Now take some akshadas in your hand. Remember, keep some in your left hand. A few at a time with your ring finger or middle finger and thumb only. Offer at the feet of Lakshmi. Varalakshmyai namaha padau pujayami. Mahalakshmyai namaha gulpau pujayami. Indirayai namaha jange pujayami. Chandikaya namaha Januni pujayami. Shirabdidhanayaya namaha Uru pujayami. Pidambaradharanyai namaha Katim pujayami. Sagara sambhavaya namaha Guhyam pujayami. Narayana priyaya namaha Nabim pujayami. Jagat Gushyai namaha Guhyam pujayami. Vishwajananyai namaha Vakshasthalam pujayami. Sustanyai namaha Stanau pujayami. Kambukantyai namaha Kantam pujayami. Sundariyai namaha Sundariyai namaha Skandau pujayami. Padmahastaya namaha Hastan pujayami. Bahupradaya namaha Bahun pujayami. Chandravadanaya namaha Vatram pujayami. Chanchalaya namaha Chubukam pujayami. Bimboshyai namaha Oshtam pujayami. Anagaya namaha Adaram pujayami. Sukhabolaya namaha Kabolau pujayami. Palapradaya namaha Pahalam pujayami. Nilalakaya namaha Alagan pujayami. Shivaya namaha Sirap pujayami. Sarvamangalayai namaha Sarvanyakari pujayami. Mahadevyai namaha. Take some more akshadas in your hand and offer. I'm going to chant Lakshmi Ashtottara Sadanamavali. Ashta 8 Uttara beyond Sada 100. So 8 beyond 100, 108 names. Please offer it to the Devi. Om Prakrityai Namaha. Om Vikrityai Namaha. Om Vidyaya Namaha. Om Sarvabhutahitapradaya Namaha. Om Sraddhaya Namaha. Om Vibhutyai Namaha. Om Surabhyai Namaha. Om Paramatmikaya Namaha. Om Vaje Namaha. Om Padmalayaya Namaha. Om Padmaya Namaha. Om Susaye Namaha. Om Swahaya Namaha. Om Swadaya Namaha. Om Sudaya Namaha. Om Danyaya Namaha. Om Hiranmayai Namaha. Om Lakshmyai Namaha. Om Nityapushtaye Namaha. Om Vibhavarye Namaha. Om Adityaye Namaha. Om Dityaye Namaha. Om Deeptaya Namaha. Om Vasudaya Namaha. Om Vasudarinyai Namaha.